And this is what I find interesting, is that a lot of people call me, what's the word they say, where I'm a bit of a masochist, because I'm recommending that all of you feel your sadness. So they think that I'm a, sadist of some kind, recommending to you that you're all going to have to be sad just like I am. Right? And the reason why they say things like that is because everyone is so terrified of just feeling some grief. Now, I'm not saying to you that some of your grief is not going to be really, really big, because some of it is. Like, you imagine if you've been a child who was violently abused most of your childhood, that you're going to have a fair bit of grief to feel, right? Now, if you've been a child who's been spoilt most of their childhood, you're also going to have a fair bit of grief to feel. Yeah. Because you're going to have the grief of none of your expectations in the future God ever meeting them. Yeah. So you're going to have
give
to
them up like prized possessions. Yeah.
You're going to think, I need them, but none of them are going to get met. So there are all sorts of circumstances in childhood that's going to trigger you into specific kinds of grief. Some of the grief is going to be my addictions not getting met, that kind of grief, which is not real grief. And then there's other grief, which is like, this terrible thing happened and it was bad. Yeah. And you're going to have to go through that feeling of grief. But you can do it. God designed your soul to feel anything. Yeah? God designed your soul to feel anything. In my life in the first century, I was tortured on a number of occasions, close to death on 3, and our soul can handle it, right? On one occasion, I had spears through my shoulder, my hip, my back was broken, I was towed behind a horse through the city square naked, and this happened when I was 19 years of age in the first century, and I handled it. Right? It took me nearly 6 years to recover from it, right, where I could walk again, and I handled it. All right? The torture went on for 2 days, and I handled it. And you look at, I've got lots and lots of friends in the spirit world that have had just as bad or worse happen, and they handled it. And they handled it because the soul has the capacity to recover from any event. Now, I'm not suggesting anyone should perpetrate these events. I'm just saying the soul has the capacity to recover. You need to have some confidence in the way in which you've been created. Your soul is powerful. It's the most powerful creation that God has ever made. Your soul. It is the pinnacle of His creation. The pinnacle of it being made in His image. You can handle anything. You need to get some confidence that you can. And to be honest with you, your emotions are like, phew, compared to other things you might have to handle. But for most of us, the emotions are, like the worst thing to handle. Many of you would rather be tortured than have your emotions. Right?
We do all kinds of things.
Many of you would rather torture yourself than have your emotions. You'd rather have years and years of bad situation, bad life, bad experiences, rather than deal with one emotion. That's how afraid of our feelings we have become. And it's a major problem we face, particularly in Western society. But now it's becoming a problem, epidemic in the world, Like I said, it is the real conspiracy theory. It's the real conspiracy. Yeah.